Hi everyone, we're back with a chemistry paper 2 question. This is from the combined science paper and it's a higher tier question from June 2021, and it's a question from the chemistry of the atmosphere topic and also the using resources topic, so it combines the two. Atmospheric pollution is emitted by cars. Some car emissions contain nitrogen dioxide. We have to describe how nitrogen dioxide is produced in the engine of the car that burns fossil fuels. So nitrogen and oxygen in the air, so there's no nitrogen in the car engine itself, in the fuel, but nitrogen and oxygen in the air. When they get hot enough, they react together to produce nitrogen dioxide, and it's hot enough in the engine of the car for that reaction to occur. So when those particles collide in the engine of a car from the air, they get hot enough to make this compound. Nitrogen and oxygen in the air react together to form nitrogen dioxide at very hot temperatures or very high temperatures, such as those achieved in a car engine. We're going to ignore this question and we're going to move to question 4 of this question. Nitrogen dioxide is removed from car emissions by catalytic converters. In a catalytic converter, nitrogen dioxide reacts to produce nitrogen and oxygen. So we have to complete and balance that equation. So first step is to fill in the product. So the reactant is nitrogen dioxide. The products are nitrogen and oxygen. So nitrogen is a diatomic molecule, N2, and oxygen is also a diatomic molecule, so it's O2. So we have to make sure these balance. So let's look at nitrogen first. We have 2 atoms of nitrogen here, but only 1 here. So we could put a 2 there. If we do put a 2 there, the nitrogens are now balanced, and the oxygens, we have now got 2 times 2, which is 4, and we only have 2 here. So a 2 in front of the oxygen molecule here would balance those out as well. So that's what we have to do for this question. The 2 marks available there. The catalytic converter contains platinum. Platinum is a finite resource. What is meant by a finite resource? It means it's non-sustainable, or it means it will run out. So we could just write it will run out. That will be plenty for this mark. It's just a 1 mark question. Emissions from cars contain carbon dioxide. We have to explain why carbon dioxide emissions during the use and the operation, that is the use and operation of the car, so just driving it around, are not the total carbon footprint for a car. So a carbon footprint is the total amount of carbon dioxide which is emitted over the full life cycle of a product, in this case the car. As well as its use, we also need to consider how it's made. So how all the materials for the car are extracted in the first place, so all those raw materials like the metal, how they're then manufactured and put together, so how much carbon dioxide that process emits, and then also once the car has reached the end of its life, how it's disposed of, and whether that process of disposing of it also releases carbon dioxide. So we can write, this is because CO2 is also emitted during the extraction of materials to make the car. Carbon dioxide is also emitted during the process of manufacturing. So let's just use a comma. This is because CO2 is also emitted during extraction of raw materials to make the car, to manufacture the car, and to dispose of the car. So a little bit of revision there for chemistry paper 2, and I hope that's helped you.